Let's
host. You're
stick
the
on
host.
sports.
Calm down.
Let's
Calm
stick.
down.
Let's
Calm down.
stick to sports. Let's
Host.
stick to sports.
That nigga about to
I'm
switch
in
do
here with
rags.
I'm in here with Jets and Giants fans. Like, come on.
Well, congratulations and welcome back to John Morant. Today's his return to the NBA. I know Quest. I know Kay is over there watching it because I see him getting a little too excited over there. So, Jaws, I don't know what his stat line is. Maybe Kay, you could give us an update right now.
I know he had like 34 and 12 assists. He had 34 points, but he scored the game-winning points. He scored the game-winning basket. It was back and forth. They was going back and forth, and with like 13 seconds, or it wasn't even 13. It was 9 seconds to go, and he went right to the Baja where he's been living all game, and he hit him with the floater. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, I'm back, baby. He hit his chest, but he does so much for his team. And like, I remember people used to say, "Oh, he's not a superstar because he has other stars with him on his team." And I was like, "Who's a star on his team?" Oh, Desmond Bain and no. John makes everything fucking go in Memphis, B. You know what I'm saying? When he used to get hurt for a little bit, Tyus Jones used to be able to come in and make shit look like it wasn't that bad. But what the fuck is Tyus Jones doing in Washington? That's all I'm saying. What is Tyus Jones doing in Washington? You know what I'm saying?
Ja on the comeback.
As soon as Ja come back, the 6-19 Grizzlies, who was about to get smoked by 30 because they was down by like 24 inside his game, they came back in the third quarter. They took the lead in the fourth quarter, and their whole team is energized because they know they got the best player on the fucking court every night now. You know what I'm saying? It's one thing to have okay players, but it's the next thing to know as a teammate, my nigga right here, this nigga on my team is the best nigga on the fucking building. He's the reason why everybody's coming to the stands right now. And y'all got to deal with him all fucking night. Now that just makes it easier for Desmond Bain, you know what I'm saying, to get his shots, easier for Jaren Jackson. He's creating for fucking Bismack Biyombo. He's going to create for Xavier Tillman. He's going to create shots and baskets for a lot of people who was getting double teamed and getting high pressure defense being played on them. But now that Jai's back and he's going to take up 2 and 3 defenders, hold that open pass, B, and just make your shit easy. Put that shit in the bucket and let's keep it pushing.
All right. Well,
he's a
comeback. Had 34.
Man, welcome back, my boy. Welcome back.
6 rebounds, 8 assists, 12 for 24. He was 0 for 5 from 3 though. Well, he was 10 for 12 from the free throw line. He had 5 turnovers, 2 steals on the comeback. When's the last time he played basketball? Like how long?
A long time ago.
Last season.
Even Brandon Ingram was going at though, because BI had 34 too.
So, with that being said, let's talk about our NBA predictions. Let's start with who has or who hasn't surprised you. Let's talk about who has surprised you so far in the NBA. What team is the most surprising? Pick one from each conference. Let's go with you, Mr. Bayless.
Give me a second.
You got to research it. You're supposed to already done that, sir. You're slow.
I was getting my notes. Take it easy. Take it easy. You said go by conference?
Yeah, one team from each conference who surprised you so far.
No, I'm not gonna say I'm surprised. I knew Orlando. I knew Orlando was gonna do good. I didn't know they would be as high in standings as they are. I didn't know they'd be top 5 in the East right now. But I did say Orlando was coming. I didn't think it was this soon. Pause. I didn't think they'd be this. Like, yeah, they're way better than I thought they was. I mean, the East is the East, but for them to be top 5 in the East, I'm impressed. I don't know if anybody else is impressed. I'm impressed. On the West, I got Houston's a little bit better than I thought. I mean, they still not, they're not like I expected them to be almost like that last though. Like they're doing what are they like 9th? Like they got a chance at the play-in. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they right behind the Lakers. Bum ass Lakers. Let's not talk about that. But yeah, yeah, Houston better than I thought they was going to be. I'm not going to lie. Shit, even Minnesota. Shit, I didn't think Minnesota was going to make the – did I say Minnesota wasn't going to make the playoffs this year? I think I said that, right? And this niggas is number one in the fucking West. So shit, prove me wrong, my fault. And it wasn't because of Ant-Man. It's because of them other 2 yellow niggas. But Ant-Man, my fault, bro. You got it, cuz. My fault. I ain't mean to. Your sons, y'all looking good. I ain't gonna hold you. Ant-Man, hopefully he beat this little you know, you see he almost got caught up, right? With the bebes. Hopefully that don't fuck up his shit. And yeah, I ain't gonna hold you. Minnesota and Houston.
Who you got, Ferg?
I agree with Quest on a couple of teams. Minnesota definitely a surprise because we didn't really see the Twin Towers play a whole lot together last year, so I was under the impression it wasn't going to work. But because they play, one of them plays under the basket, the other one don't want to play anywhere near the basket. It actually works out for them.
Exactly.
So Cat is like a stretch. He's a stretch 4. So it actually works. So Minnesota's surprising. And, you know, Houston surprised me because I didn't think that the talent level was there for them to even be 500. But you got to give credit to Ime Udoka. He's got them boys playing. As far as on the Eastern Conference side, definitely Orlando. I did see Orlando improving, but I thought they would have been like a play-in team, you know, 6 through 10. I didn't see them sitting at the top of the conference, you know, top 4, top 5. Now it's still early, you know, and they are a young team, but I'm shocked that they are where they are right now. I'm sorry?
Banchero?
Yeah, no, Banchero's he's balling. You know, it's funny. I was he mentioned how influential Carmelo Anthony was for him.
He plays sometimes.
So when he said that, I decided to watch a few highlights, and I'm like, man, he's got a lot of Carmelo in him, and he's 2 inches taller. So that's
and he like contact. That's why I like him. Like
he doesn't shy away from contact. Yeah, you're right. So yeah, definitely Orlando's a shocker, and Philly too, because I didn't know that they were going to be that much better without Harden. I thought Philly was going to be like a 5, 6, 7, 8 team. You know, without Harden, and I'm shocked to see that they've actually gotten better since he left. So yeah,
I would like to say I think they're way more fluid as a team.
Yes, they are
under the new head coach and under and without Harden, and which is weird because I never had any doubt in Maxey. I never had any doubt in Embiid and what they can do. But the way they just transition so easily, and they're making it look easy, which is interesting. And I think their head coach just has the foot on the pedal, and they're just not, you know, they're putting it. They're stepping on a lot of teams' necks, and they're being relentless, and I like it.
You know something else too that I wanted to add. I just don't think Harden and Embiid worked. Given that you don't have a back to the basket, throw the ball in the post guy on the Clippers, it's working now for the Clippers. As much as we thought it wasn't going to work, once they moved Russ to the bench, it's actually working. Maybe it was just a bad pairing in Philadelphia altogether. And now that he's gone, I think it might be crazy, but the trade literally might work for both teams. And that's crazy that a trade like that works for both teams.
Yeah, because we won, 10 out of our last 13? We got the highest streak right now.
Yeah, y'all, you guys are on. Y'all playing right now.
Lost. Like he went crazy in the fourth quarter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm surprised because you know how I felt about it. I didn't want Harden. I didn't think we needed him. I thought they got the wrong person, but see, Ty figured it out. I would have rather had Harden on the bench, but fuck it. As long as that shit working for me right now, let's go. Because this is it. But go ahead.
Talk to us, Kay. Who's your picks? What you talking?
I feel like I feel like with every single team, right? Because I'm gonna say the same teams. I'm not gonna talk about anybody different in the West than Minnesota. My team in the East was Orlando. You know what I'm saying? I fucked with Philadelphia as well. But so since it's the same three teams, I want to feel like what I realize is the same between these lineups. They have offensive players, but they also have defensive-minded players in this starting lineup. They just don't have 5 offensive scorers trying to find their shit. You know what I'm saying? In these teams. The Minnesota is the number 1 defensive team in the NBA. You know that. You would think that. That's not that surprising because, like, oh, yeah, Gobert's there. No, it's not even him that's making them the number 1 defensive team. It's Jaden McDaniel. Jaden McDaniel is long, he's skinny, he moves his feet, he can guard any position. You know what I'm saying? They still got the veteran Michael Conley out there that's going to sit there and put his body in the way and take all them charges. And when you got Ant-Man really playing defense now, you know what I'm saying? They're the number 1 defensive team in the league right now because they got not just 5 scorers, you got the scorers in Ant-Man and Cat. And their roles are defined. And then you got 3 defensive-minded players who's just going to make everything work. Let's go to the next team with Orlando. You got the 2 scorers, the 2 basic scorers in their starting lineup is Banchero and Franz Wagner. And both of them dudes play well off each other. You know what I'm saying? But then the rest of the players is defensive-minded players. You got Jalen Suggs. You got right now, they got the black kid. But before him, they was literally starting what's the dude that was from Markel Fultz? You know what I'm saying? They were starting Fultz, and they start Goodstill. And the thing with Orlando that's kind of sneaky about them is that they've been doing what they've been doing, and they're not at 100%. Wendell Carter Jr., they starting center, is about to come back, and boy's a problem, always has been a problem ever since Duke. You know what I'm saying? He can score. He knows his place in the NBA. He knows his place on his team because he's been playing with them for a long time, and they have great chemistry. But like I was saying, they got a good offensive and defensive mix. Let's go to Philadelphia. That trade that they made helped out Philadelphia because it gave them a lot of defensive-minded veterans who can start with Maxey and Embiid. Once again, 2 star offensive players that know they're going to dominate. Just put defensive-minded niggas around them. Melton, whether they start Nicholas Batum, or they be starting, with Tobias Harris. You know what I'm saying? Tobias Harris has been balling this season. Take no credit away from him. He's absolutely been consistently balling this season. Probably his most consistent season he's had without Doc Rivers. Because Doc Rivers was always said to be Tobias Harris' coach. You know what I'm saying? But he's balling the fuck out for Nick Nurse right now. So I just feel like it's the same thing. Like these surprise teams, they surprising everybody because they got defensive-minded players that fit their position and they're playing their role right now. And they just doing that motherfucking thing. But I definitely
New York, that's why he's nice.
Well, I'm gonna switch things up a little bit before we try to close out the show. I'm gonna switch it out a little bit. Let's start with the Western Conference. I'm not gonna talk about who I'm surprised. I'm gonna talk about who I'm surprised with on a different level. Actually, I'm talking about the Dallas Mavericks. I did not expect them to be this good. I thought they would be way lower in the standings. I expected New Orleans to be better. I expected the Lakers to be better. I expected Houston to be better. I expected Phoenix to be better. It's still early in the season, but right now they're listed as 5th in the Western Conference. And so once again, I did not expect them to be there. I co-signed Minnesota being number 1, but because I don't think any of us picked Minnesota to be in the playoffs in the beginning of the season. I don't think any of us.
Hey, no, I did because I saw what Ant-Man did for USA Basketball. Ant-Man was absolutely the best player we had representing the USA this year, and I seen
Underdog,
that.
Pull that up. See if K said that, Underdog. Because
I ain't gonna sit here and say I seen
it. We gotta find the footage. K's gonna make me work, so I gotta find the footage.
I did not think they would be the number 1 team. That's why I got them as my surprise team. I didn't think they would be the best team, but making the playoffs and taking the leap, yes, because Ant-Man showed me playing for USA that he was
the full sweep we got so far though is OKC Thunder. Everybody had the Thunder having a successful year, and they're showing that right now while they're second in the West, and they're probably going to continue the success, especially if they stay healthy. But yeah, I didn't expect Dallas to be where they are, and I don't know if it's going to stay that way, but we'll see. I think they were too small. I didn't expect Lively to be as good as he is, and then rebounding by committee. They're figuring out ways to win. Shout out to Rick Carlisle. I mean, not Rick.
Dallas? J. Kidd.
Jason Kidd. I'm sorry, Jason Kidd. I said Rick Carlisle. That's why I was thinking. It's Jason Kidd. Shout out to Jason Kidd and the job he's doing in Dallas. But in the East,
does a lot when he goes.
Huh?
He changes teams a lot when he goes there.
Yeah, he does. He's actually a good coach. No matter what people would like to say. I'm not going to speak to the obvious.
He the one that believed. He the one that put us on to Giannis. Nobody. He believed in Giannis.
Yeah, I'm not going to talk about the obvious in the East, but I will talk about how disappointing right now the Miami Heat have looked. But I think they're staying in the mix, and they're gonna wait to the second half of the season before they probably turn it on. They lost a lot of players this season, so a multitude of players this season, and then they've just plugged people in, and they've been their rookie Jaquez, Jamie Jaquez Jr. has been playing really well. Duncan Robinson came in and started doing his things. They're in the middle of the pack, but I don't know. Maybe I expected him, Bam and Jimmy Butler to step it up.
Wasn't they like middle of the pack last year too? Like,
yeah, for me,
this is kind of what Miami does in a sense.
I'll tell you what
Miami does.
I tell you what, though, the difference that I see in Miami this year than other years is that Bam is looking more aggressive. Bam has like this season, like you said, this is what they do. But you know, they sneak around, they hang around, and then playoff time, they remind you that Jimmy's still the baddest motherfucker on the side of town. But Bam is looking more aggressive this season. Bam is looking for a shot more, and Bam is just looking to score. Bam is looking like for the first time he may average 20 or close to 20 for the whole season. Not 17, not 14 or 15, but Bam might average close to 20, like 19, 18 and a half points this season. That's the only difference that I really see with them.
If Miami get a real center, Bam can play his real position, and Bam would score over 20 points.
You know, it's funny. When I see Bam, I just see a Julius Randle that could play defense.
Really? That's what you get out of that?
He's way more disciplined than Julius Randle. Way more disciplined. Way more disciplined. Offensively and defensively, the discipline.
Yeah. Well, no, that's what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is, if you were to put Bam at the 4, he would be a bruiser. He'd be a bruiser. He wouldn't have to sit out there and take jump shots all day. And with his defensive ability, that's why I said a defensive Julius Randle. Julius Randle don't play defense. But if you put him at the 4, and you just throw him on the block, that's where Bam cooks. And I think that if Miami allows him to really see, the thing is, the way they draw their offense, they don't necessarily have him as an option. They have Jimmy as the first option, and then Jimmy creates off of that. But if they literally ran down the court and just let Bam post up,
drop the ball into the post,
yes, that changes everything. And they don't run an offense like that, because they don't necessarily have the shooters that they used to have, where, like, let's just say you put him down on the block, you got 2 shooters, one shooter up top, one in the corner, and then you put him on the block. They don't really have that right now. But and you never know, the Heat, they're always looking to make a trade. But I agree with you. Bam is that dude to look out for this year. I could really see big things from Bam Adebayo. I agree with you 1,000%.
This is not really on our list of agenda of topics, but I want to ask a question, because there's a team there's a team at the bottom of the East right now, in the Atlanta Hawks, who have they have a bunch of players that, for the most part, we know Chicago's talking about moving people. But Atlanta, is there any type of do you see any of those guys moving to a different team like a Miami, somewhere else that they might could help a team push the needle going forward?
They might have to blow that whole team up.
They might have to, right? I'm just thinking because I didn't expect Atlanta to be in the playoffs either, but they just have too many good players to not be better than what they are. So I don't know.
But you know what it is though? It's poor roster construction. They a lot like the Knicks.
I definitely wouldn't have got DeJounte. I definitely would have.
They doubled down on that 2020 squad, and they failed to realize that team got to where they got to because that year was just a fluke year for a lot of people. So they doubled down on guys that they shouldn't have, and they gave contracts to the wrong people. And when you factor in the money they gave DeAndre Hunter, the money they gave to Collins, even though they were able to move him, but you saw they didn't get much for him. You understand what I mean? I also think they gave away too much to bring in what's his name, the dude from the Spurs, DeJounte Murray. So, and it's crazy because I remember that summer, and I was tight. The Knicks didn't get Murray, but now when you think about Atlanta's flexibility, they don't have much cap flexibility, and they don't have a lot of draft capital either. So they are gonna have to blow it up. And the sad part is they're gonna have to get pennies on the dollar because those contracts aren't good contracts.
Well, just for a little controversy, I wanted to end on just getting you guys' opinion. This is not to take away from the great WNBA player Asia Wilson, but she does have a statue. I believe it's in Las Vegas. And I look up all her accomplishments and stuff like that. But I was wondering, is there a WNBA player in you guys' minds that could be more deserving of a statue outside of an arena than Asia Wilson?
Lisa Leslie, fucking
Cynthia Cooper.
Like, there's a few, honestly.
You know what?
Maya Moore.
Never lost. I'll tell you one thing. Cheryl Miller never played in the WNBA. She should have a statue outside every arena that the women play. Because Cheryl Miller has to be the most iconic female basketball player known to man, in my opinion.
Without playing in the WNBA, I actually
without playing in the WNBA.
Time out. I disagree.
Okay, that's cool.
Let me tell you about Cheryl Miller.
Oh no! You know, whatever he do this, he about to say some wild shit.
You ain't slick, Reggie. I know it's you. I know that's you, nigga.
Oh, it's Reggie with braids?
You ain't never see them two niggas in the same place at the same time.
This nigga.
You ain't slick, Reggie. I know it's you, nigga. So no, you don't deserve a statue. You deserve a foot in your ass. That's what you deserve. Yeah, statue. You ain't tricking me. Everybody else needs to be blind, but I can see. That's you, Reggie. That's you, Reggie. The sister used to beat your ass because it's you, nigga. Cheryl Miller is a figment of Reggie Miller's imagination. That's his
bro,
best friend.
She's the older one.
Right. His invisible best friend.
Yo, my dude.
It's not real. They've never been in the same place at the same time. And the one time is she got an award. Nigga, I know CGI and clones and fucking the man.
Nah, bro. Hold up. They definitely been in the same place at the same time. She used to do TNT games when dude used to play the Knicks. How Reggie gonna do the game and play in the game?
Listen to me, bro.
Huh?
Mission impossible, man. Look, remember Winter Soldier when Scarlett Johansson did this? It took us.
It's the same person, bro.
Oh shoot! Oh man!
Tell me otherwise.
Oh God!
A lot of NBA conspiracies are going on.
I thought it would. I think it's great that Asia got the statue, but it just was interesting to me. I thought about it, and I was just saying, I'm surprised someone else like a Cheryl Swoops or Elisa Leslie wasn't given some type of acknowledgement before her. So I will look it up just to make sure
Maybe
to see if
because
they
it's Vegas,
have
though.
the same. Yeah, maybe. Listen, it is
If
in
you think
Vegas,
about
but
the other players, the cities they're in, you can't give Lisa because it's Shaq and Kobe outside. I mean, I think you can, but
no,
Shaq and Kobe-
but in Houston,
looked
let's
it
use
up.
Houston.
I
Cheryl
looked it
Swoops.
up. I didn't see any. I looked it up.
Michelle Cooper, yeah, like Houston.
I
Look,
looked it up.
Cheryl Swoops could have got one in Houston.
But not before Cynthia Cooper, though.
no, yeah.
Not before
Oh, either.
Cooper.
I mean,
Yeah.
they was on the same
Either
team.
or.
Cooper without her. Cooper without Cheryl Swoops though. That's right.
Yeah.
Cooper when Swoops came and made it a fucking dream team, but she won. You know what I'm saying, without her.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
Like
And then you got Lisa Leslie in LA.
Candace Parker.
Yeah. You know what
So
it is,
when you
though?
think about it, she got two championships. She has one Finals MVP. I looked up
How long she been in the
some of the
league?
stats.
Like
6
4 or
years.
5
6 years.
Mhm.
So I was just thinking, like, is there
I just think
players
too
that
cool.
might be more deserving?
No,
Huh?
it's a great question because Cynthia Cooper basically won the first 4 WNBA championships and was the MVP every time.
And
If I'm not
that
mistaken.
alone, like that, to be the first of the league when it, like, to start the
Mhm.
playoffs like that was- like I said, not to say that Asia don't deserve it. I just think it's a little too soon. Like, it's only
Fact. I'd say that you don't deserve it. Let's give credit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And-
Been in the league before there
and
was
you
a
know-
WNBA.
And you know something too? This topic made me think about how much the WNBA doesn't celebrate women that came before them. Not like the NBA does.
Not enough.
And-
not enough.
And not enough. And the
Good.
sad part is because the greatest female ball players did play before the WNBA was a thing. That's the issue. A lot of these players that made their names, they made their names in college, they made their names on Team USA, but never really. By the time they got to the WNBA, they were already
They're
at their
old.
tail end. Like a
They're old.
Teresa Weatherspoons.
My boo
That's
Dawn.
about all
No,
time.
all of them. Yeah, but all of them played WNBA. Most of them. The only one that
Yeah,
really
I
didn't
know.
play was
How many
Cheryl.
kind of
Cheryl
NBA
was the only
weren't-
one.
But
They
my
were older.
point is that a lot of these players were towards the end of their prime
Right.
when the WNBA was first,
Yeah, I
thinking.
get,
So
okay, I get what you're
they
saying. I get what you're
laid the groundwork for the Asia Wilsons. You know what I'm saying? They laid the groundwork for the Sabrina Ionescu's and the Shamika Holdsclaw, and they laid the groundwork for them. And I feel like they've gotten forgotten. Like when you think about women's basketball and the Olympic thing, aren't they more dominant than the men
Yeah.
recently? Like if you think about that, like I think the WNBA would do themselves. Yeah, they would do themselves a real favor if they actually started honoring the women that came before them. In my opinion,
Yeah.
I think that's
saying.
something they should do.
I totally agree. And that's a great way to end this episode of Straight from the Block.
They won't do it.
Whoa.
Wait, K.
I got one more thing to say. Shout out to the Indiana Pacers. Y'all be listening to the Straight from the Block. I don't know one of y'all PR personnels, but Rick Carlisle, you got somebody that fucks with Straight from the Block, because we got to give flowers to my man James Johnson. We just talked about James Johnson and how he would have fucked Draymond up if he was still inside the league. And the Pacers said, we plan on seeing these niggas later on. We need a veteran. He was on our team last year. He's Tyrese homie. That's Tyrese Halliburton, big homie. Niggas been bumping Tyrese too fucking much. Niggas been hip checking him and bumping him too fucking much. And they went back and they got Mr. Black Ups himself, James fucking Johnson, to lay punishment on niggas.
Now, let me ask you a question. How many technical fouls is an armbar?
Somebody getting one.
Now, I'm just saying, how many technicals would you give
I
him?
guarantee you the next time a nigga foul Tyrese Halliburton too hard, Johnson is coming in the fucking game.
I believe you. I believe you 1,000%.
Plus, you need a vet to like talk to these young niggas, like to help them be professionals. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yo,
Maybe
yo,
he gonna help. He gonna help top in everybody, but he's really out there so he could get a new tattoo. He's really out there. He gonna body somebody so he can get a new tattoo.
When you see a nigga with a tattoo, with a whole tattoo, a neck tattoo, and it's just one tattoo, it's not like a sleeve, and it's just one thing, that nigga's leave that nigga alone.
Yeah, because he sat there for that. He sat there for one session.
Yeah.
He did it in one session.
Word. Like it ain't a sleeve with a bunch of stuff together. I don't even know what to say. But in my head, it says, stop fucking playing with me. Leave that nigga alone. Leave that nigga alone. And if a nigga only got that one tattoo. You know how many niggas I've been seeing lately? Nigga have a big ass just neck tattoo, ain't nothing else. I'm like, oh nah, leave that nigga alone. Leave him all the way alone.
He ready. Shout out to
he's only in the game to give you 6 points, 3 rebounds, 6 fouls.
6 fouls. Honestly, he's gonna give you 8 fouls. They can't call them all.
You call him on. They ain't gonna see him on.
He's gonna use all of his fouls.
Yep.
He gonna make it count.
James is me now. I'm giving you 6 points, about 4 rebounds. I might get you 6 rebounds, but you definitely gonna get 6 fouls.
For each rebound you give in a foul. After each rebound you gonna give a foul.
And 6 hard ass screens. 6 screens to make a nigga neck hurt. Boom.
He gonna be the only dude to have broken ribs on his stat line.
Mm-hmm. He gonna see the medical report. He know exactly where he good. Yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this has been another episode of Straight from the Block, only on 92.6 WKBP The Spot. Listen to us, subscribe on our YouTube page, IG, TikTok. We on as many platforms as possible. I'm your host, Deplano. Co-host, holla at him on the way out.
I'm sorry, I can't help it. What the fuck are you drinking, Ferg? A mild lager? Like what?
Oh, this is bro. All I did was I poured a Heineken in my this is my Emmanuel Quickly glass.
Like what the fuck?
What you thought I was drinking, man? Like a Michelob or some shit?
Yeah, Michelob Light.
Yeah, nah, bro. Nah, give me all them carbs. Pause.
All right, you already know what it is, man. It's your boy Questro, AK Crip Bayless. Stop playing me, you heard?
It's your boy Aston Martin, man. Mr. Martin, you already know how we give it up, man. You already.
Yeah, it's your boy Haitian Ferg. Listen, if I don't see y'all, have a great holiday. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year.
Same to you, my brother.
Happy holidays to y'all and all the children.